to have you with us here watching another edition of Investors Guide. I'm Avni Raja, and on this show we guide you and help you on how you can make your money work for you. So on today's edition, we're going to talk about what small cap funds are. We've been talking about the various categories of mutual funds over the last few weeks, and our focus today is on helping you understand how small cap funds work and whether they make sense for your mutual fund portfolio. Now, joining me to do that is Feroz Aziz of Anand Rathi Wealth Management. Feroz, thank you so much for joining us on this edition of Investors Guide. We've spoken about large cap funds, we've spoken about mid cap funds. The focus now is small cap funds, and again, this is an important category of funds because it can give you that extra bit of return, but it comes with its added risks as well. But first, let's, if you can help us understand how this category works.
Only the small cap fund category is a category which invests 65% of the money of the fund into stocks which are not the top 250 stocks as per the size or the market capitalization of it. All the stocks beyond 250 are categorized as small cap stocks by SEBI, and every 6 months a list is released of the qualified small cap stocks. If a fund invests 60%, 65% of the money in these stocks beyond the top 250 and the rest of the 35, which is almost 1/3 of it, into the top 250, this fund with this kind of proportion is called a small cap fund and has investments in stocks which, as of today, have sizes less than 7,000 crores in market cap.
Okay. Now, it's very important here to spend some time on understanding what the pros and cons of small cap funds are, because while, like I was pointing out, it can give you that extra bit of return, it does come with, more risks as far as compared to either large cap funds or even mid cap funds for that matter. So help us understand the pros and cons of small cap funds.
Avni, since these are companies which are not big yet, and not the large cap, these companies have an advantage of growing phenomenally in price when the markets are doing well. In a bullish market, like we have been over the last 6-8 months, small caps have done phenomenally well because these are tinier companies which have a larger growth potential. So that's the positive side of it. On the other side, if the markets actually show up some degree of volatility on the downside, these are the ones which are the front runners in terms of price correction. So the risk is higher. That's the flip side. The return potential is dramatically more in a bull run. That's the advantage. And thirdly, the liquidity in these stocks is generally low because of their smaller size. Hence, the liquidity risk is greater in these small cap funds.
Okay. So as far as investors are concerned, who should look at investing in small cap funds? How should you sort of split your portfolio, your equity portfolio between large, mid and small cap funds, Feroz?
Avni, to answer your pointed question, who should be investing in funds like these? For a person who's already had an investment experience of 5-7 years in other categories can definitely venture out to invest a small portion of his or her money into a small cap fund. There are about 23 odd funds in which 23 or 24 funds in this category with 53,000 crores of assets. So a person who understands the markets, has the stomach and the appetite to go through the price movements up and down and has had investment experience of 5-7 years can invest up to 10 to 15% of one's equity allocation can get in here.
Okay. And just, a word on the kind of returns. You did say that you can expect that extra bit of returns. Returns can be much higher as far as small cap funds are concerned. But what kind of expectation should investors go in with? Because it's not always necessary that the past performance is indicative of what could happen in the future.
So, Avni, to my mind, the last 10 years have not been stupendous return. That's even more the reason why the next 5-10 years could be dramatically different. So in my estimate, making 3% more than a large cap fund over the long periods of time per annum is definitely possible in the current valuation and the situation we currently are in. Over the next 5 years, I would expect small cap funds to deliver at least 3% alpha over their large cap counterparts per annum.
Right. And finally, my last question on this category, Feroz, is that it would also be important to look at the fund manager that is going to be handling this particular fund, because it would require, those expert skills, especially when it comes to picking out small caps.
Yes, Avni, I think fund manager is very critical here, because the cherry picking of these smaller stocks is very important, because here the governance could be low, the business could be far more fragile vis-a-vis a large cap fund. So fund managers' importance in a small cap fund is amplified because of the binocular kind of a view a person as a fund manager needs to have. So there are several funds in this category who have proved their pedigree and have built their AUMs to almost 10,000 crores, like a HDFC small cap for illustrative purposes, is one of the funds which has done well under the able management of Chirag Setalvad, who's the fund manager.
Right, absolutely, Feroz. That brings us to the end of this edition. Thank you so much for putting that into perspective for us. We hope our viewers have, this has helped our viewers understand about small cap funds and get a sense of how it fits into one's portfolio. On that note, thank you so much for joining us. We'll be back with a brand new episode.